Hey everyone, so just wanted to make a brief video on how to actually make a write up an estimate, or also known as a quote. My company, we give out free quotes, and it's always good for me to be able to make quotes on hand. And right here we're using the Google Docs platform. It's totally free, so it's no excuse of of not being able to have something to create. So right here, I'm just inputting the information with the current date. It's February right now, 5th, and 2019. And what the layout that I have is very simple. Just stating briefly what we're going to be doing on this job of theirs. So this is a previous job that I have you showing right here. I'm just going to erase all of this, get this out of there. Yeah. Okay. So when I am, stating what we're going to do on the job site, it just, like I said, it's very brief, and I want to use key wording to, kind of just still instill that this is a professional piece of information that I'm sending over to you, to the client, and things like that. So, PTG stands for painting, and I also always put that abbreviation on the bottom just so people can understand. Living room, LR stands for living room, DR stands for dining room. And meanwhile, keep in mind, this is all on my iPhone. I'm doing this all from my iPhone. I don't need to get to a laptop or anything like that. It's just as simple as you downloading Google Docs and having the app on your phone, and just getting straight to it when someone wants to be quoted on space in their home. So it takes no time to actually get this created. So yeah, this video right here took roughly 9 minutes for me to go ahead and get this quote prepared, and I actually did send this off. So I'm just gonna send this to myself just to show you guys how to properly do it. But yeah, when you're making your quote, you just want to get straight to the point. You don't want to use a lot of unnecessary filler words, because I've done that before. So I just get straight to the point and letting them know what's going to be done. And so in this portion of the quote, this is the inclusions portion, which means this is the work that is going to be done. This is, not showing the things that, so it is only showing the things that we spoke about during the walkthrough and the consultation and things like that. So I also like to use pretty vivid wording, just to show the the professionalism. And you kind of also want to make a sale during this time. You want to have it pretty appealing. So you guys can feel free to use this layout or use this wording or whatever, or however it fits towards your your liking and your skill set. Yeah, because I did get this layout from a good mentor of mine. He's kind of pointed me in the direction of how to get these things created really quickly. And so I definitely just went from his system and kind of put my things here and there, things like that. But this has been the best. It's a good conversion rate on all of my, when I send it out to prospects and things like that. It's a pretty good conversion rate, and people can read it pretty simply, get good feedback and things like that on it. So like I said, you guys can feel free to use this template as well. And also with the Google Docs, you can create your own templates and things like that. So you don't have to, keep recreating the things that are going to stay the same with each quote that you create. You just need to change in the guts of it, change in the filler words and change the information that's different, with each job and things like that. But all the things that stay consistent, you can just, copy the whole quote, and then you go ahead and just change in the wording and things of that nature. So it's very fast, very quick. You don't have to get to your workspace or get to an office or whatever to actually get this created. It's definitely worth the while to use Google Docs to get your estimate system and a very brief quote system develop, because this is just what you're going to send to a prospect that just now meeting you after you get to a consultation and things like that, or even if somebody just wants a free estimate really quickly, and you send this to them based off the information that they give you. So this part of the quote, this is called the exclusions. And the exclusions, this is the area where you're going to include that you're not going to be doing a specific surface. Say for us, up in the inclusions, we said that we're going to paint only the walls. So in this section, you're going to explain that basically for us, we're going to say that we're not going to be painting the ceilings, nor the trim and doors and things of that nature, just to explain to them and have it written down. These are the areas that we agreed that I am not going to include into this quote. And it's very important to have it, written down and have an understanding up front, because if you land this job, you're going to do a walkthrough with them and you're going to go over everything. So hopefully you have that already explained and established that this is something that we both agree that was not going to be done. So it works out well for me. It gives me a clear understanding. Yes, because it'll happen quite oftenly that a person may want to add some things and, maybe add in the ceiling now or paint a door here and there. So this is the area in the clarifications part where you just mentioned that, say anything additional would also be an additional charge. Also, you make sure that you also, like I put down there, if you've seen it, I included all paint materials. This price includes all paint materials. Like I said, you also need to let them know as well when you are speaking with them. Just kind of constantly make sure that that's understood, because I see a lot of times people still may ask. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and send this over. What I'm going to do is send a copy of this doc right here, send it PDF form, and it's going to pull up my Gmail. I'm going to be able to go to my Gmail and send it through that method, and I'm just going to create an email from this point. I'm going to send it to myself just for video purposes, to make it much easier. And yeah, I'm just going to put in the same thing for what it is, interior repaint. Yep, and it's gonna make it a real simple wording. Not gonna think too much into it. A lot of times, a lot of people may just want to make a fancy email. You do want it to kind of be friendly and get straight to the point and state what this is, but you don't have to get too wordy. I'm not here. Just gonna let you know what you're getting in this email, and I use the same format every time. I just don't want to keep recreating the wheel if it's not flat or whatever. I would say. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep typing this in, and like I said, this is all from my phone, so it actually just pulls up the wording and makes it even that much easier. For it's already just stated in there, and that's what I'm starting to do right now, as you can see. And so it's very, very simple way to always be on top of sending your quotes over at a timely fashion. Once you get someone that's just looking to get some work done, and they want you to send them a quote, by sending your quote to them the fastest out of the competitors or whoever else they seem to have gotten a quote from, it's going to look good in their eyes that you send it over in a timely fashion. It lets them know that you really mean business and things like that, and you're serious about getting started with their work. So it's sending over, and it's just that simple. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.